I think I'm live. Waiting for my notification. There it is. I should have been counting. I think there's like a, I don't know, a 30-second delay or something. Hello, Darlene. Nice to see your name pop up here. Lucy, bonjour. Oh, I need to mute my, there we go. Hi, Shell. Thanks for popping in. I am so excited about today. I've been watching some of my friends on their blogs, and one gal in particular, and she does a class. I forget what she calls it now. Her name is Tamara, and she sends out the dimensions the day of, and I thought I would give you more than the day of, so I gave you the day before to get your cardstock and your DSP and everything together and see who wants to play along. So let me know if you are playing along. I am home, Lucy. Chris, I want to welcome you here, and Jean, welcome you here. Jean and I were chatting earlier, so she's cut and ready to go, so I'm excited about that. Let me introduce myself. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'm thrilled that you're here. If you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be honored to help you with your creative needs. If you do have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that is great. Continue to shop with her, but please do stick around, and maybe you'll leave with a tip or two or a little bit of inspiration. If you have any questions, and there's no such thing as a silly question, don't hesitate to ask. I can't think if there was anything else that I wanted to say. I am going, yeah, Jean, you are ready to go. Woohoo! Susan, welcome here. Barb is playing along too. Shell is not. But you know what? Try this when you get home. It is so fun. Darlene's ready to go. Hi, Carol, welcome here. Nice to see these names. So you just found the directions. Oh dear. That's too bad. I sent that yesterday. Susan, thank you for sharing. I will add your name for next week's draw, and Barb shared. Let me get caught up on here. Susan, thank you for sharing. Barb shared. Hi, Gail, welcome here. Sherry shared. Nice to see your name pop up. Your card is in the mail finally, my friend. Carol shared. Lucy shared. Oh, wow. Okay. That's what I thought your last name was. And Lucy and Jean. Okay. Oh, and I was going to say something when the shares started coming in, and Gail shared. Got that, Gail. Thank you. Yeah, I don't remember what I was going to say. And maybe it'll come back to me. I'm going to bring the camera down, so if you get dizzy, close your eyes, because I'm bringing it down and I'm swinging it around. Here we go. Bringing it down and swinging it around. And that helps me to get where I want to be and not... Susan, you're working. Let's get this in view here. Please say hi when you pop in. I see other names here, and I never know what to do. You know, do I call out the names when people pop in, and maybe they just want to quietly watch and not be called out. So I never know what to do there. So here we go. My host code for September, and that expires on the 20th. This is my host code if you do want to place an online order. And if you place an online order of $50 or more, you can choose between a gift of pearls or a gift of basic rhinestones from me, just a little thank you gift, and I can pop that in the mail. So that is with any I love you calling out my name. Carol, I love calling out your name too. I need to finish my thought before I answer. I need to get in the habit of doing that because then I forget where I was going. So I've got these gals so far that have shared. I remember what I wanted to say. So last week I talked about changing my live to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I haven't gone ahead to do that. I'm now starting to think that 6 o'clock might not be the best idea. I don't know if I shared this, but my husband is retiring. And so on September 15th, he is officially retired. We are going on about a 2-week road trip. I think if all things still work out well, we're going to do a 2-week road trip. And so now I'm starting to think that 6 o'clock on Thursday might not be the best idea, because if we go to the lake house on the weekends, Dean is probably going to want to leave on Thursdays. So I am thinking, I froze. It doesn't look froze at my end, Gail. It might be you. I think it might be you. Yay, congrats to Dean. So I am thinking that 6 p.m. on Thursday actually is not going to be a good idea. So here's what I've been thinking, that I'm going to do Thursdays at noon. And so does that mess with anybody, or is that actually a good idea? And I know that there are those that work, so that's never really great. But at the same time, I want to sorry, I'm shuffling things around here. I want to do what works for myself as well. So I'm thinking Thursdays at noon is going to be my Facebook Lives. So hopefully that doesn't mess with us all. Let's get on to our card. So we'll tuck this away. If you do want this, let me know later. I cannot seem to get this placed right. I feel like I'm walking uphill, and I don't like that look. I want to be square. Okay. So this I found on my dear friend Leanne Graff's Facebook Live. She is a demonstrator, and she is fantastic. I love this girl. So I don't know if this is anywhere else, but I did find this on Leanne's, and she calls this a TriAngle gatefold. Okay, so watch this. Boom, it opens like that. Is that not so fun? And so the top portion is cut away and the bottom portion sits on the table. Now this was the first one that I did, and you know the adage, listen to instructions? I did not fully listen to instructions. So again, this is going to open. It's the gatefold, but see where my triangle cut is? It still stands, but the triangle is supposed to be at the top, like this card, not at the bottom. You can't tell when the card is sitting flat, but here we go. Who is ready to go? And I've got that upside down. Okay, so this was using You're a Peach. Let me call this out here. I don't, maybe I did not write it all down, but, and I didn't. So you know what? We're not going to call that out. Tracy, welcome here, my friend. It is so cute. It really is. And it is so fun to do. I cannot wait to show you how to do this. You're going to take your DSP, and that is cut at 5 1/4 by 12. So it's just a full 12 by 12 sheet of design paper. You're cutting at 5 1/4. So you would actually get 2 cards out of this, okay? So there's our first thing. You're going to take your design paper, for those who have cut and are ready to go. Let's get your paper trimmer out, your scoreboard, whatever it is that you're using. She is great, Susan. I love that girl. You want to make sure that you are using your score blade and not your cut blade on this, okay? I don't like the glare that I get from my lights, but I can't get around that. Let's open up our handle. Is that what it's called? You're going to take your DSP. Everybody ready? And you are going to score at 2. Make sure you're using your score and not your cut. Then you're going to score at 4. Then we're going to jump over and we're scoring at 8. I think you know where we're going with this. We're making our 2 front flaps. And then we are scoring at 10. Okay? So there we go. There is 1 score, and you know what? Get your bone folder out and give that a good burnish. Okay? I'm going to try not to go too fast so that you are able to stay with me. And then my next score is right here. Give that a burnish. I'm lining up to make sure that I'm still square on either side. And there's my last score. I'm going by memory here. It's been a week since I've done this, okay? So there's your card, okay? We are going to mark on the top portion, okay? Make sure that you are on the top portion. So if your design paper is directional, which is actually not the best DSP to use, is a directional, but I knew I was cutting off just a little piece, so it would not have really mattered, okay? So you want to make sure that you are at the top portion. Get your little pencil. Where is my pencil? This one will work. And we are going to measure from the top of your DSP, okay? Am I frozen? No, I'm not. Okay, you're going to measure from the top of your DSP to, where is my mark? To 2 1/4, okay? And my nice ruler is nowhere close. So we are going to mark at 2 1/4 is right there. And I am going to mark 2 1/4 on this side. I've had this ruler forever. Does anybody else have this ruler? So 2 1/4 is right here. Okay? Then let's get into our trimmer once again. I don't need my arm. And I want to put that very first score mark, okay? So your 2-inch score mark on this side, and then your 10-inch score mark on that side. You want to place your score mark in the track, and then I'm just going to twist it until I get to my little pencil mark. So there's my pencil mark, and there is my my score mark. And now I want my cut blade. I don't want that to move. And let's just go straight. What? My cut blade, there we go. It was not in the track. Okay? You're gonna need this. Do not throw this away, okay? We're gonna do the same thing on this side. Your score mark is in the track. We're going to, there's my pencil mark right there. You're going to twist that until you get to your pencil mark. Whoops, I moved. Score mark, pencil mark in the track. And let's give that a cut. And we're going to keep that triangle as well. Okay. I use my Take Your Pick tool for many, many things. Your card is going to be folded like so. All right, so there's the gate happening, okay? You've got your inside, you've got score marks. You're going to, is everybody with me? Everybody who's playing along? Are we good? I need to move my work up a little bit. Grab your silicone mat if that's what you want to use. And we're going to, you want to make sure that your cutaway is the one for the correct side, okay? So here's what we cut here. And that's going to go down here. And here is what we cut here. And that's going down here. Now there's only one way that it's actually going to fit, okay? So I'm going to put my Take Your Pick tool there to hold that down. I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this. If you're using your Tombow, do not over adhesive it. Do not over glue it, I guess. And let's put that down on this corner. I love my wiggle room. How's everybody doing? And we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to put a little bit of adhesive behind it. You could use whatever adhesive you want. I prefer the liquid Tombow. And that is going to go down on this corner here. Do you see how this is coming to life already? Okay, you can see how I got this. We're good? Let's wiggle that back down here just a smidge. There we go. And I've got a little corner sticking out. Let's just trim that off like so. Okay? So now we want to decorate our card. So basically your card base is pretty much done except for one other step. Okay? Let's grab, here's our pile of, for me, of my Night of Navy. So what I did was I chose my DSP, then I checked all the colors and decided what I wanted for my panel. Here's my 2 by 5/8 square. Here's my 3 and 5/8 by 4 and 7/8. And here is my 5 and 3/8 by 4 and 1/8. This is the one that you want, okay? So grab your 5 and 3/8 by 4 and 1/8. That is actually going to go right on the back of your card like so. And it should be just a tiny bit of a border, okay? So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to apply adhesive here, and we're going to put that down on, for me, the Night of Navy. Let's get a little bit of glue, not too close to the edges. What is everybody using? And when you're done your cards, I want you to post that on your Facebook page and tag me, or post it on my Facebook page, and you'll get another entry into the draw, okay? So now the 5 and 3/8 by 4 and 1/8 is now on the back of your card, okay? There's the beginning of your card. We're all good? We're all good? Okay, So now the next thing that we can do, why don't we just carry on with our Night of Navy. This is going to go on the inside of your card like so. Okay, now we're not going to write our sentiment on a Night of Navy, and that's where these ones come in for those who are playing along. Okay, with your basic white or whatever your neutral was, you've got one that is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and you've got one that is 2.5 square. So the 2.5 square is going to go on the 2 5/8 square. This 4 3/4 by 3.5 is going to go down on here like so, and that's going to get adhered onto the inside of your card. So now you're ready for putting your sentiment or whatever it is that you want to do. Now before you put this whole panel down on your card, I want you to make sure that you finish it up however it is that you're wanting to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do mine now. I hope I'm not going too far ahead of everybody. Is everybody okay? Still with me? Hand penned in perfect plum. That would look beautiful. My basic white is a little bit smaller than my Night of Navy, so that's where I always put my adhesive down. My adhesive always goes on the smaller piece, okay? I put a little blob there. That is making me a little bit nervous. Okay, let's get this down on here. I want a smidge of a border all around. Gail and Jean and Darlene for sure are playing along. I don't know if anybody else is. How are you doing, girls? Am I jumping too far ahead? Okay, so this is ready for the inside of my card, but before you put that down, before I put that down, I want to make sure that if there's anything that I want to do on here, that it's done first. So if you've got a bunch of other things that you want to do to it, just set this aside and you can work on this after. No, not is all good. Oh, Jean, you're writing down the instructions. Oh my goodness, you don't even have to write them down. Just go back and re-watch. Jean, where are you stuck, my dear? Where are you stuck? And while I'm waiting for your response, this is just a little piece of the design paper, okay? Oh, all is good. Okay, let me see. All is good. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. So I'm still on my inside panel, and what I want to do, which is what I did with the others, I'm going to take this little piece of design paper and I'm just going to put that down like so. Now, you can do whatever you want on the inside. We're not going to go any further with that, but I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and you could put that down any way you want, but I want my Night of Navy, and I want all my leaves showing, okay? But that's just what I'm doing. And now I'm going to, this is a good time for you to just kind of catch up if you're needing to. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that down because I know that I'm done with that. And I might stamp it later, but for now, that's all I want to do, okay? And that I am centering on my score lines, okay, like so. So there is the inside of your card, okay? Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it. Okay, moving on. Who's ready? We're good? We're good. So that's going to stand like so. We are now going to take our 2 square pieces. So we've got 2 5/8. That's my coordinating cardstock. and my basic white or your very vanilla, whatever the base of your DSP that you're using, or your design paper. If your base has a white in it, you're going to use white. If it has very vanilla, you're going to use very vanilla. Okay? You just want a neutral. So there's my neutral. I'm going to put these two together. These are all my little markings that I did last night to send you the dimensions. Let's get some adhesive back here, and let's get that paneled onto our little panel here, like so. And so I'm just eyeballing square and wiggling a little bit where I need to. Oh, Tracy, you're funny. But you know what? True story. Tracy's got me figured out. True story. I know it's really silly, but for me, it would just be so distracting if, it would be so distracting if my nail polish clashed with my card. Is that crazy? Margaret, absolutely, this is going to be posted again on my Facebook. I also have a YouTube channel. And so if you go to YouTube, it's just my name, Denise Willerton. I always post my Facebook Lives onto my YouTube channel as well. So if you subscribe to my channel, Margaret, you won't miss any of my Facebook Lives, because my YouTube channel is all my Facebook Lives, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this little square panel, okay? And that is going to go down on the front of our card like so. But we want our card to be able to open. So I only want adhesive on one side, right? Because I want this side free. So what I do is I pay attention to my corners, all three of them actually. I'm ignoring this one, and I don't want to be too close to this line. Like if I made an imaginary line from corner to corner like so, I don't want to be too close to this because I don't want any adhesive coming out, okay? So I am going more inside like so. That's all I'm going to do, okay? Margaret, you're very welcome. I always tell my girls too when they come onto my Facebook Lives, if you share my live, so there's my adhesive. I'll finish that thought in a minute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going corner to corner, and I'm lining that up with my card front where it opens. Okay, am I making sense? So that corner is there. I want to try and be kind of equal distance. So this corner is lining up with the opening that my card is going to do, okay? Adhesive is only on this side here, and there we go. That's how you're going to put that little square panel down, like so, okay? Okay, so my thought, Margaret, was, and that's what this is all here. I ask my girls if they want, no pressure, but if you want to share that you're watching my live, just let me know that you've shared and I will enter your name for a draw. So I draw at the end of all my Facebook Lives, and so today's draw is going to be for those that shared last week. So these names are going in for next week's draw, okay? So if you do share, just let me know that, oh, Tracy, thank you, that you have shared. And I hope most of my girls here who come on a regular basis, I hope you've all had a chance so far to win one of the prizes. And so I always send the card that that I've created during my Facebook Live is what I do. Who's won a prize so far from me? Okay, so here we've got our triangle gatefold. The inside is done. I just need to put a sentiment or just right in there. We've cut our corners. We've adhered them down here. We've done our little square panel. Let's get this decorated. Barb has one. Gail has one. Jean has one. Trying to watch. Oh dear. Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you, thank you. Tracy has one, Lucy has one, Darlene has. Yeah, I think most of my girls have one. Okay, so what I've used for my card today is I've used the Beauty of the Earth design paper. So that's where this has come from. And I just saw this here would also be beautiful for this card. Okay, I almost used that, but I didn't. I changed my mind. Now I'm moving on to the sentiment because now we want to decorate this little square panel. Okay, hello Kathy, my dear friend, thanks for popping in. I grabbed this from one of the celebration stamp sets, In Your Words, and it says, hope your day is fantabulistic, fabulous and fantastic all in one. I thought that was so nice. You're using Beauty of the Earth, yay! So girls, I want to see your cards after, so don't forget to post them. And to decorate my little square, we're going to get to that in a minute. I have taken these elements from Christmas season. Now this is not a Christmas card, but I loved how these leaves look fairly similar, okay? Kathy, yeah, you know what? I put your name down for sharing, and I threw it in my bucket for today. But you know what? I will add you. And Jenny has shared. Welcome here, Jenny. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? And you can ignore that if you would rather not. So Kathy, you shared. And Jenny, it's always nice to see a new name pop up. You've shared. So what I've done is I've stamped this. Let's grab our little mini and let's cut that out. I just want to make sure that I'm square in here. I usually have a little piece of painter's tape there so things don't scoot around. And you know what? I am not left-handed, but I see that I've got my handle on the opposite side to what I'm used to. Wisconsin, we've been there, and I think we've been to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Welcome here, hon. It's nice to see your name. Lucy, that's so sweet that you would give Jenny a nice big welcome. So Jenny, we are situated, well, I am situated in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, which is central-ish Manitoba. Central-ish Canada, I mean. And so the states that are just south of us are North Dakota and Minnesota, okay? So what I did was I took the same die, and that die came from the seasonal labels, and I cut out of Night of Navy because I want to frame my sentiment. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, like so. I'm not worried about precision cutting. And let's get a little bit of adhesive on the corners of my sentiment. Thank you for being so welcoming, ladies. And again, I want to stay away from my edges because I don't want my adhesive oozing out. And there is a right side and a wrong side. And I just want a smidge of the Night of Navy. Ah, I did that all wrong. I've got glue now. Let's do that. So see how now I've kind of framed out my sentiment. That's going to go down here. And do I want to put, you know what? I think I want my sentiment down first. Is everybody good, or am I jumping ahead here for those that are creating along with me? Jean and Darlene, have I jumped ahead too quick here now? Because I can slow it down a little bit because I am pre-stamped and all of that. So for these lovely items, and they are a bundle, where did I put that? The stamp set is called Christmas Season. No, I don't think I froze here at this end, Gail. It must be you. You need to phone Shaw, my friend. You need to phone Shaw. And I stamped using Old Olive, Evening Evergreen, and Night of Navy, okay? So I took the little berries, and there's my Night of Navy. I took this one here to stamp these, and so they did stamp like that, kind of like in a V. And then after I stamped them, I realized that there wasn't a matching die, but I thought, oh, you know what? I'm just going to fussy cut them. The matching, I need to, let's see here. Sorry about that. I'm back. I don't know what that is all about. You know what? Facebook? Seriously? They are changing the rules or something. I don't know. It's crazy. I am so sorry about that. Okay. Now, hopefully everybody is going to come back. I had such a beautiful group of gals here. So I was starting to say what you would do with this is, so this is the seasonal labels dies. This little element here, let's see if I can pop that out. Where's my take your pick tool? Now I'm all flustered. This little element here, I don't have this on my magnet yet. Hello again. That little element and this little element, and there's two of each. I don't think I'm going to get it out. I'm going to have to do this. There we go. So these little guys here, what this would be for is if you were going to make these into a gift tag, so that would die cut that, and your ribbon would just slip through it. So that's what that's all about, okay? So hello again, and sorry about that, girls. I don't know what happened there. All of a sudden, Facebook just decided, you're done. You're done. Seriously, I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook. They really need to get their act together or something. I don't know, but they need to do something. Okay, so here we go. Everybody is ready. So for those that are creating along with me, are we good to go? Have I slowed down enough? So hello again and hello again. Yes, I am back. Facebook, seriously. I want to put dimensionals behind my sentiment, and that is going down on my little square element. But see how the whole sentiment does not fit on the square, okay? So you want to be careful when you're putting your sentiment down with your dimensionals, that your dimensionals are not creeping out on the side. So now you can see the back. Here's where I cut it. and that's where it, that's where I put it down, okay? So let's get some mini dimensionals going, and I want to stay away from the edges. I'm just eyeballing, so I know that I am about, yeah, not too close to the edge. And yeah, not too close to the edge. You do not want this sticking onto the other side of your card, because it's not going to open. And before I take my backing off, I want to do, if I put it down there and I can see, so before I take my backing off, I can see that I am okay. All right? Is everybody good? Let's get these off. Jean and Dar, are you still tracking with me? Close the card and put my sentiment down. And I mean the card itself is now complete, so the decorating of it, you don't really need to be following. You can always do that on your own. You always want to be sure that when you're putting your adhesive, see how this leaf here, these leaves are sticking out. You don't want them getting stuck on your card base, okay? So you always want to keep that in mind. And I kind of like that right there, like so, because I know I still have these little guys to go in. Yep. So I'm going to get a little bit of adhesive behind this. I lost a bunch of girls. That's too bad. That's too bad. I'm glad that you girls came back. I'll have to splice my video now. That's going to go about there. And then this little guy. I don't want to go too far up on the leaf. And I'm going to tuck that in, oh, about here. I like that. And now I got a little bit of adhesive on my finger. Let's just pop these guys upside down and give them a little bit. And you're just going to eyeball. Whenever you're putting things together like this, you're just going to eyeball. Talia, welcome here, my dear, where you want them, okay? Like so. Get a little bit of greenery happening here. Let's fill in that area, like so. And last but not least, where do I want that? I think I want it. You know what? I think I don't want it. I think I don't want it. I'm going to just tuck that away. I don't want that on my card. But now it's stuck on me because I got gluey fingers. Kathy, I love this card too. You're going to have to watch it. And you know what I should do too with these berries? See how I stamped it already and I did not like the way it's stamped. So I flipped it over and I stamped it again. Just put a little dot of adhesive on there, like so. And let's get some berries happening. Too much, too much. I just want one set of berries. Okay, that's going over there. Let's get our Wink of Stella out. And let's color our berries. Why not? Right? Why not? Now you could put rhinestones down or whatever you want. I did a little twine bow and I think I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dimensional, and of course my phone's ringing. Not answering it. Oh, I hope it's not my doctor.
Call from the Lafreniere.
It's my mom. Sorry, Mom. I'll call you later.
Call from
So,
the Lafreniere.
sorry, ladies. So I took a little glue dot and
Call from the Lafreniere.
I kind of rolled it to make it smaller. Oh, you know what? She's going to try my cell now. And I'm going to put that down here. Okay? I need to quickly call her back so she doesn't call my cell and make a mess of my live. Sorry, ladies. I'll be right with you. Can I call you right back, Mom? I'm just right in the middle of a class. Okay, yeah. Okay, bye. Okay, sorry about that, girls. My mom is coming to the lake with us this weekend, so I'm sure she was calling about that. So now our card is actually complete, okay? So if you create this card, you put that on your blog or your Facebook page and tag me. Okay, now see, Kathy, you came in a little bit late. I cut this one wrong. It still works though. So these are the 3 cards that I created using the TriAngle gatefold, okay? Such a fun card to create. So all of the dimensions are there. And this will actually be uploaded onto YouTube anyway, or you can re-watch it on Facebook if you need to. So the gals that shared today, Jenny B, Kathy, Tracy, Gail, Jean, Lucy, Sherry, Carol, Barb, and Susan, you're going to go in the draw for next week. Okay? And this week, we have, I have a new follower on Facebook, and her name is Fran. And so she shared, Kathy P shared, Barb, Brenda, I thought Brenda was coming today, June, Gail, Sherry, Tracy, Lucy, and Dar. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera up and I'm going to draw the winner for today. Okay, Jenny, it is so fun. You really need to try this. It's such a fun card. So again, let me bring the camera up. Okay, so close your eyes if you're going to get dizzy. Ah, there we go. And now the camera's like, did I chop my head off? I don't know. We'll see in a minute. So here we go. So I've got all the names in my little tin, and let's give those a little shake or jiggle. What was I starting to say? I was talking to Jenny, and I forget. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Miracles happen. My Facebook Live will always be on Facebook, but I also upload it onto YouTube, okay? So the winner for today's draw, and you get to choose one of the 3 cards that I created here today, and I've got one name here. The winner is Fran, my new follower on my YouTube channel. So I will get a hold of her and I will let her know that she won the door prize, and she will get to choose from one of the cards. So your A Peach is one. The one that I created today is the other. Okay, Triangle Gatefold, and the other one that I created just because I wanted a choice. Just a beautiful Christmas card, okay? Triangle Gatefold card, okay? So these are the 3 cards using the same layout, okay? So that was a super, super fun card. So Fran, I will get a hold of you and I will find out what your address is, and I will send your card to you in the mail. So with that, I'm going to say adieu. Have yourself a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. For those that are in Canada, it is a long weekend for us here. Dean is on his way home shortly, and off to the lake we go for the weekend. My mom is coming to join us for the weekend, so that'll be really nice. Get her out of the house and give her a change of scenery, and then she gets to wake up with someone in the morning, so she's not waking up and being by herself all weekend long, so it'll be fun. So with that, I'm going to say salut. Have yourself a great weekend, ladies, and thank you so much for honoring me with your presence. Thank you for taking the time, and I hope you enjoyed this card. Again, if you create it, post it, tag me. I will enter your name for the draw for next week. Okay? Have a great day, everyone. Bye now.